What's happening, Fignatics? It is your host of the Fig Show, the Fig Fanatic, who is ecstatic to unbox them toys, the World Heavyweight Champion of Wrestling Figure Collecting. It's your boy, Caleb Crocker. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a little bit of a change of scenery. We are not at the normal filming location because I'm moving. Everything's a little hectic. So we're at my editing desk instead of my film desk. But that does not matter, because today, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a very, very special episode. We have an episode all about Samoa Joe. And I know what you're thinking. An episode all about Samoa Joe? Why? Well, quite frankly, ladies and gentlemen, Samoa Joe is one of the greatest of all time. And that's a dumb question. Why? And you're not that bright for asking it. No, I'm just kidding, Fignatics. But it is without further ado that I present to you the brown bag of Samoa Joe. And if you're wondering what the heck this is the TNA brown bag special. I got it at a TNA live event many moons ago. I actually got it autographed by Earl Hebner, Velvet Sky, I believe that is Robert Roode, and James Storm. I got like 4 DVDs, a t-shirt, and like an action figure for 25 bucks or something crazy like that. So, super cool. And it was actually the lovely Miss Larkin Thompson who suggested that it would be perfect for this Samoa Joe video. Because today, ladies and gentlemen, inside this bag are not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 Samoa Joe figures that we are going to talk about and check out today. It is the brown bag of Samoa Joe. Alright, Fig Heads, let's see what we got first in the Samoa Joe mystery bag. Up first, ladies and gentlemen, it is a vintage fig straight out of my collection. It's something that I've had for a hot minute, if you will. Ooh, what is this? It's something phenomenal, ladies and gentlemen, because we're going to start it out with a 2-pack. That's right, AJ Styles just snuck his way into a video all about Samoa Joe. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we have a 2-pack, Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles. It's a TNA Marvel 2-pack. The next thing that we're going to be, or the first thing that we're going to be unboxing and talking about, ladies and gentlemen, it is the WWE Mattel, basically Hasbro line, the more modern Hasbro. They're not Hasbro, they're Mattels, but they're modeled after the Hasbro figs, and they don't make these anymore. But I was able to scoop the Samoa Joe up at the 5 and below for just $5. So we're gonna go ahead and bust them open. It's a Samoa Joe time. Oh yeah, my first ever little Hasbro fig here that I've unboxed. I've got a loose vintage Hasbro Hulk Hogan. Oop, we lost our little code for some phone game. But here he is, out of the package. Ooh, and I'm loving it. I'm actually really digging it. Oh no, I'm going to start collecting these loose. I'm going to start collecting these loose. There's some other ones that I want, and I really dig this one. Ladies and gentlemen, there he is. Samoa Joe. We'll take a closer look in just a minute. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, straight out of Basic Series 92, Samoa Joe. Who did you think it was going to be? AJ Styles again? That's just happening once, Fignatics. Calm down. Here we go. Bye-bye. We love to toss. We love to say, get out of here. Oops. Sorry, the lovely Miss Larkin Thompson. I just assaulted her with plastic. It was not on purpose. It was not domestic violence. I am not Alberto Del Rio. I am just a guy trying to unbox the Samoa Joe. I don't know if you've noticed, ladies and gentlemen, that's 3 Joes, all different gear color. Really excited about that. Did that. I don't want to say on purpose, but I mean, you know, it's not like I'm buying duplicates of the same gear color, am I? And last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, straight from Macari. I'm super excited about this. I got it for just $5. With shipping, it came out to be like 9 and change. But I just so happen to have 9 and change. So here it is, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to bust it open. A little bit of a mail call right here. And I wonder what it is, ladies and gentlemen. What is in this? Is it The Undertaker? Is it the game Triple H? No. Have you forgotten that quickly? It's a video all about Samoa Joe, ladies and gentlemen. So it's going to be none other than your boy, straight from Macari. What is this? All this packaging, wrap. Actually, that's really nice. This is really good shipping. Thank you to the lady from Macari. If you're watching this, I'm not bashing you. It's just taking a minute to open. It is Samoa Joe again. Samoa Joe. That's all my Joes, ladies and gentlemen. 4 Joes. Now let's take a closer look. Okay, guys, before we take a closer look at the figs, I just want to remind everyone to email me at figshow97@gmail.com and order your exclusive Caleb Crocker t-shirt. Alright, fig heads. Up first is the Marvel AJ Styles, and I really feel like this figure was kind of ahead of its time in many ways. One of the first things that you're going to notice about this figure is that it has a ton of articulation. You can bend the fingers. You have double jointed elbows. You have the type of shoulder where you can really move his shoulder forward and backwards. Good bicep articulation. The double jointed elbows, the hands, all this on the arm just makes the arm completely fully posable. He's got the standard elite ab crunch. However, he also has double jointed knees, and that is not something that you're going to see on the elite figures. He also has ankle pivot. His ankle will go left and right. His foot spins all the way around. He's got toe pivot. I mean, this figure really has it all in terms of articulation. Now, this figure is old and beat up and played with, but as far as the gear goes, he has the one on one of the legs for Phenomenal 1. He has the AJ, of course, for AJ Styles, and of course he has Styles under AJ. He's got Styles on the kick pads, and boy, do I have that knee lined up weird or what. On his entrance vest, it says AJ Styles Phenomenal 1. Pretty sick. It's not the greatest head scan in the world, but I feel like it's pretty accurate to AJ Styles in his early days of TNA. Up next, guys, is the TNA Samoa Joe. Now, he has all of the same articulation as the AJ Styles. However, he does not have the ankle pivot to the left and right for some reason. He does have the cool wrist tape that reads Joeism and has the skull on it, as well as my only Samoa Joe with that classic steel bead necklace. It's not really my favorite head scan, but I think it's okay. I think it's kind of accurate of Samoa Joe when he was younger and in TNA, and he had you know, I don't want to say curlier hair, but, you know, his hair was a little different, it seems like. He keeps it pretty buzzed short nowadays. All Samoa Joe figures have pretty similar gear. They're going to have the black on the left side, and then whatever color he was wearing on the right. And I think that's pretty cool that they're all very similar. They're uniform, but they're all different. As far as his legs, he's just got basic black kick pads and knee pads. Overall, guys, I think it's a really awesome 2-pack. I think it's 2 super cool figures, and I'm sure they had many, many epic battles over the years. Alright, guys, moving right along, we have the Samoa Joe Hasbro figure, and not too much to say about it. I really dig the Right Hand of Destruction Samoa Joe t-shirt. Its head can move from the left and right, and his arms can move up and down. However,
I do believe Samoa Joe only wears wrist tape on his, or he wears wrist tape on both arms, but he only wears that full hand tape on his left hand, not both his left and right hand. So I'm pretty sure that's not accurate, as well as the fact that they've got him in boots down here instead of his normal kick pads. But again, these are just those little Mattel Hasbro figures, so I don't think they were quite too worried about how accurate the gear and things of that nature were. I do really dig the green on the shorts. It's looking pretty fresh. One thing that I think is pretty funny, all of these figures are supposed to have an action, and this Joe's or action move, and this Joe's move is a senton. And I thought, man, you know, that's pretty weak because you know, every figure can do a senton. Pick it up and drop it. But I guess that ab crunch is supposed to be the senton. Okay guys, up next is the Mattel Basic Series Samoa Joe. Now it doesn't have any ab crunch, but it does have pretty decent shoulder articulation as well as elbow articulation and even wrist articulation. You can bend his wrist and hands pretty well. As far as leg articulation goes, you're pretty much just getting your front and back kicks, you know, but that's to be expected of every Mattel Basic. It is what it is, but at least the gear is accurate, and what's really the standout for this figure for me is that head scan right there. I think it looks super fresh. One thing that does concern me a little bit is it's so stiff that when I go to bend the knees, it kind of splits open right there, and I feel like it's going to pull the leg off. Alright guys, last but certainly not least is the Mattel Elite NXT Samoa Joe. Of course, he has all of the standard Elite articulation. He has that thigh twist. He's got the good ab crunch. He's got the bicep and shoulder articulation and elbow articulation and wrist articulation. Of course, he's got the same head pivot that all figures have. He's got good ankle pivot going left and right, and of course forward and backwards, and if he's got the double jointed knees right there. Pretty sick, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, because it's an NXT figure, he's in his black and yellow gear because it is the black and gold brand. It is probably my favorite Joe out of this whole video simply because of the fact that it is an Elite figure. I absolutely love that little soul patch he has there, as well as these big old fat mutton chops that he's got on the side. Those are absolutely epic.
Alright, Fig Heads, that is the show. We checked out 4 Samoa Joes, we checked out a 1 AJ Styles, and we had a whole heck of a lot of fun while doing it. At least I did. I hope you did. Or else you just wasted, you know, 10, 15, how many ever long minutes this video ends up being. But in all seriousness, guys, I hope you did like it. If you did, smash that like. Get down there in the comments, talk about it, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, send it out, let your people know, you know, let everybody in the world know, let every single, when you're walking down the street and you bump into a guy and he meets you and he shakes your hand and he goes, "Hi, my name is Jeff," and you say, "Hi, my name is so-and-so, have you subscribed to the Fig Show?" But in all seriousness, guys, that is the Fig Show, the episode, the Joe Show. And remember, guys, we're only gonna get better from here.